All right. G'day, guys. How's you guys going? Now, hopefully, you got some audio, and I'm hoping also that you don't have some feedback. I'm trying my best to actually get it off from this computer, but it's coming through. I don't know why it's going anyway. So, hope you guys are doing good. I'm trying a different setup with this whole system here with StreamYard and trying to. So, I'm not sure if I've got anyone in the stream. If you do, give me a yell on this chat. I am also streaming through YouTube and the Twitch channel at the moment. So we're going to just do the unboxing of this Asus BR1100. Now, I was really keen that Asus actually sent this one for me for review. It's real. I am actually interested to see more of their computers. So they've requested this one for me to have a look at, and I'm like, all right, I'll give it a buzz. This one here is the BR1100 for education. Now, I'm not sure if I've got anyone. No, that's right. We'll just continue on. Now, what I've had a quick look at this computer here is that it has a nice sort of specs for specifically students. Now, the students here is kind of for your what I think would be for primary and maybe secondary students, the specs I see. G'day, Andy. How's it going? Yeah, I was doing nice, right? But I thought I'd just try these things and make use of and learn StreamYard as well too. So anyway, so for students, the specs for it's not as high spec as you would expect it to, because the processor of this, and this is probably the most interesting part of this computer for me, is the processor can be either the Celeron or the Pentium. Now, I have done education sort of computer with the Latitude, which is the 3310, and that one had Pentium, but that old Pentium was a bit lacking, and I told people to actually look straight into the i3 version. Now, this is the new Pentium and runs the new Celeron, if you decide, which is came out in 2021. So this one I actually heard about from Intel in the CES conference, and that was very interesting to see. So this actually is the first computer with the Celeron. I think this one's configured with this new Celeron. I'm trying to request for the Pentium, but this one has a new Celeron in there. So I'm interested to see how well this goes. Having a quick look at the specs, so I'm just having outside what Asus has given me. This one's the 2-core one. They do come with a 4-core Celeron, but this one's a 2-core, so this is a very low spec one, but I like to see what it is. Now, let's just say that I don't know what this thing looks like, and I've just had a look at the specs. So this one's a review unit, so after I finish the review, I will be sending it back. So this is not the review, this is just the unboxing and first impression. I will spend a bit of time with this and then create a review video for it, of course. G'day, Auto, slow there, that's good. Nice to see you from Texas. How are you doing? I hope you guys are doing very well and you're not really in lockdown or anything like that. Here in Australia, we've got half a country in lockdown at the moment. All right, so let's get to the unboxing. Well, it's not really unboxing because it's already been opened in a way. It just came packaging straight up, and I guess this is someone's done a review for it. I know I'm just a second person, but I like to see what it is. So let's do this together. Let's have a look at this. It's nice. This is probably the third Asus box I've actually unboxed. I have noticed that even though this one's fully cardboard, it's nice to see they've actually put a little bit of effort in some of the cardboard, how it actually opens up. And some of the things, even though it's cardboard, it's still nice presentation as well too. So anyway, we've got the computer. I'm going to put it aside because I want it, as you always guys know on my channel, I love to see what's in the power section here. So this one here, actually what I'm going to do is I'm trying something new feature. Let's see if I can do this thing here as well too. I'm just going to push this across and let's bring this in. Hey, let's give this thing. There we go. 2 cameras. Hey, I've decided to give the second webcam an overhead camera, so I'm just going to find it. So let's have a look at this. We've got this is just a normal 3-prong here, and this is quite a small little doobie device. It is a very special. It's a barrel style. It's a very small barrel style. So it's not using Thunderbolt or USB-C. So it's I don't know what is this one here. It is interesting enough. It's a 45 watt for that. I don't know if this was going to come up on the webcam there, but it was. Maybe I'll try to swap it around here. that might come up for you guys anyway. So it's a 45-watt one. It's quite small, and it's really light. I can definitely tell you this is probably maybe about 150 grams or something. That's very light, I can tell you that. So I'll just put it aside. Let's get on to the computer. Okay. All right, let's have a look at this computer. Okay, let's just put this aside. Yep. Now, this computer. Woo. This is, oh, let me see if I can get this one. It's a little bit more rougher than I thought this is. The texture of it is plastic, that's for sure. I hope I am, because I'm pretty sure this is plastic. It feels like plastic anyway. It's not those special alloys or anything like that. But the actual, yeah, the texture is actually very textured. It's not so you've got a lot of grip here, that's for sure. I can definitely feel there's some rubber bits, a little bit more like a harder rubber plastics on the sides as well too. So that's ready to basically bang up for the kids, that's for sure. So this I can see is built to be much more durable and tough compared to their normal business range. This one is designed more for kids, I'm pretty sure. And the hinges, that is really plastic, that's for sure. So I'm thinking that's going to take a fair bit of beating. Now, screw-wise, it is the Phillips head. So I'm thinking it's easy for the high school IT department to take care of. And we've got some rubber bits here, and I can see speakers on the bottom here as well too. But yeah, overall, I'm interested to see what this light here is for. But when I turn up, so let's see, I can open this baby up. Let's have a look at this computer. Oh, okay, wow, that's a different texture I was expecting from internally. So is this a 2-in-1 at all? Oh, it is a 2-in-1. Wow. All right. Is there a pen? There might be. Oh, there is a pen. There we go. As you see, I don't know about anything about this computer here. I've just had a quick look at the specs, and that's about it. So we've got a 2-in-1, and it has a pen. So that's nice. I am just going to pop this pen in. I can tell you straight away that the palm rest, it's really smooth. And same with the trackpad, it is silky smooth as well too. Now the keyboard is not as smooth. That is a lot more rougher. So you've got more texture on each key, and they are as what I will call large. It's quite medium size. Yep. It's got a fair bit of travel. Yeah, there's got a bit of travel there for each one. And as for the clickiness, I would say that it's not that loud. It's not quite neither, so I'll say medium. And any special buttons here? No, it's pretty standard. Besides these special buttons I like, which I actually saw in my review video for the Xbox, that one had some nice ones like the snippet tool. We've got the camera and also to lock the computer as well too. Now above there, I can see that we've got a camera here. So that camera there must be for either the webcam. Nope, that won't be the webcam. That's probably for when you're in tablet mode, and you can probably then take photos. It's a world-facing one. Anyway, so I can see there's a webcam on top here. So there's a nice little webcam here, and we've got a privacy shutter as well too. So that's good to see. So, and it does go red as well. But now the texture of it's actually, I'm taking this as a glossy feel to it. Now I'm going to try and turn this computer on now. Where is the power button? Oh, okay, let's have a look at the ports. See if you guys can. I'm going to see if I can do echo. Yeah, sorry, the echo is a little bit. I tried to get it off. It's coming from my laptop, which is from this computer here. So I don't know how to actually turn it off. I'm going to try and move that computer away as possible. Hopefully, is that better? It's echoing from the other camera, and I don't know how to turn it off from StreamYard. It's just not happening. So I'm actually pushing it as far as I could possibly do. Now let's have a look at the. Here we go. It's a little, and I'm going to go left. Here we go. So let's have a look here. Okay, let's have a look at what we've got. So we've got the Ethernet port. We've got a USB Type A port. Now this is nothing port. I'm thinking it's a space saver either for the micro SD card or something. It's probably optional. We've got the audio jack. We've got the power button, which is quite small, and then we've got the volume up and down. So that's probably for tablet mode. It's unusual to see that, but that's because this one can do a 2-in-1. So, yep. And look around the back, nothing there. And on the other side, which is the left side, we've got the security lock slot. We've got the power slot, AC. We've got one USB Type-C port. We've got USB Type-A port. And then we've got HDMI port. And of course, we've got the stylus, which is garage in. And this will be charging. I can see, yep, it can charge the pen while it's in there. So that's sweet. I'm excited to see this thing let's see if we can get this thing back in. That's awesome. Now, I'm going to try and turn this computer on. Let's turn it on. Now, power button's on the side. I like that it's on the side. If you know my previous videos, I like it on the side because this can be clammed. And then if you had this with a docking station, you can then just turn this computer off without having to turn this thing on. Now, I think it may need me to have this power connected. Thinking so, or this is maybe out of... No, here we go. Now, there is quite a bezel. I can tell you that. There's quite a lot of bezel. Well, let's just see if I can bring this thing. Well, I've got a lot of lights coming through. Sorry about that, guys. All right, so I'm going to put it through. I'm going to just wait for this to start itself up, and then we can actually see the bezel. Okay, I'm going to bring this up, and you'll look on the webcam here. You'll see there's a lot of bezel. Like I'm talking about a lot of bezel. This is probably the computer I have never seen that actually had that much of a bezel across. So we've got the side bezel, but we've also got quite a lot of bezel that goes all along. That's how much bezel there is on the bottom end and front end. Now, as always, I said, this actually is good for kids because they're going to over grip it. Unlike us, we will not grip as much as we would. The kids will over grip it. Even though they've got small hands, but they'll love to like hold it like that. So it is designed for, I think it's an 11-inch display for this one here. And of course, this will be sensitive to touch as well too. Now, what's this got? It's got me into BIOS. Interesting. Let me try and get out of BIOS and we'll boot this thing up so we can see this better. So sorry about if I'm playing off the screen, but hey, we're good. There we go. Come on. Okay, it does not like this thing. Let me just use a mouse. It's silly me. Come on, in it you go. Leave the flash, yes. Okay, let's see if we can get this thing fired up anyway. But yeah, overall, I'm excited to. So this can only go up to 16 gigs RAM. I saw it starts at 4 gigs. Now I don't really recommend 4 gigs for anyone really. Even for kids, I would still go for 8 gig. 16 would be better, but 8 gigs is probably where I'll be sitting at. This can only go up to about 128 gigs for the storage. Again, it'll be nice to see 256 option because even this the 128 is a bit stressed even for that. Like, I guess they want to do a lot about cloud-based. Now, I was trying to get a teacher on, but just unfortunately they've been busy, so I couldn't actually ask them the question. Is 64 gigs enough for a lot of the schoolwork for primary? And now for secondary, it's going to be a bit pushing. But for primary, I don't know. I don't have experience for the primary schools. So hopefully now you can see how much bezel there is. So I'm going to bring, it's a bit of an opposite there. So I don't know about the 64 gigs. Normally definitely for business, I would definitely not touch the 64 gigs. Even with the 128, you're pushing, but 256 is where the sweet spot is, and of course above that. Now, for primary school, that's something I don't have expertise in. I was going to ask a primary school teacher to find out if 64 gigs is enough. I will still probably suggest to parents to push this up to 128 gigs. Is probably ideal for that, and same with the memory to 8 gigs as well too. Now, this is going to go through, but at least you kind of see how much bezel there is for it. And again, it's more for when you're gripping the thing. Now, I'm going to try and find where the exhaust fan is because that's actually quite important. And this surprisingly doesn't have an exhaust vent. So how does this thing get its heat out? I wonder if this is passively cool because this is a new Celeron, all the Pentium that's in there, and they could probably run a lot more cooler than, of course, Intel iCores. So that is surprising. There is no exhaust vents. Okay, well, I'm going to quickly run through the setups because I'm interested to hear the sound of this. I'm sure you guys will be interested to hear the sound of this. I'll get my decibel meter. Whoop, here it is. Here's the decibel meter, so we'll get that going. Let me go and just quickly get through this. We're in Australia. Okay. Here we go. Excellent. This is how I set up a computer. You probably can see this. I'll leave it on this screen here so you can actually see this in a way. It doesn't really matter. I can keyboard changes that later on anyway. So hopefully the fastest setup is to go through no network at all. That way you can pretty much go limited setup and it'll just flick through that and we'll just get through. We don't really care what we're going to put a name. No need for password at the moment. Later on I'll create a proper thing at the moment. So accept all the stuff here. All right. Whoop. And it just takes its time anyway. But yeah, how are you guys going anyway? I'm seeing there's maybe one or a couple of people now. It looks like everyone's from YouTube, but I am streaming to Twitch as well to as probably a backup platform as just to see how it goes as well too. And maybe later on I'll probably invite some of my Twitch friends because I've got a few friends on Twitch there. So I might actually invite some of them onto my channel as well too, as well as a few people who are professional in the field. I am starting to add people in because this stream is going to be nice to have some guests. So my plan for this end of this year is to actually get more guests in on my live stream. So hopefully makes this live stream a little more interesting. Besides some of these unboxing I'm just going to do. Now, like I said, I will be doing a review video of this computer. We're having a look at how the temperatures. I am very interested to see the performance of this computer and how this thing reacts. So far, it's been pretty good, but this is a very quick setup anyway. So we'll just see how that comes along. So while this is going through, I'll switch us back to us normal. So let's remove this one. So it's just going to be me. And I am looking at the screen because my display is over here. So, but yeah, so even from last night when I was talking about the i9s with the Pentium i9s, I talked to a few people at work and they have the exact same idea as well, that they don't know many applications that still are single core or programmed for single core. A lot of software have now been reprogrammed to be able to take more use of the multi-cores. So I don't know. I'm still waiting for some of the replies for you guys from my previous stream about the i9s. Is a single core application, single core performance that important these days? Like I said, even games these days have moved up to the next level to a lot of multi-core as well too. So there's not many. I don't know. I'm not a gamer, so I'm relying on through some of my friends and probably some of the comments on if there are still games that are very single core process anyway. So how's this one coming along? It's gone to sleep, or I'm not sure. Oh, I'm just gonna flick it around so at least I can see that while this is saying, or maybe it's out of battery. That could be it as well too. What has it done? I'm going to actually plug in the power for this thing anyway, so I'll do my best to stick this away. There we go, and I'll move that along so I've got a lot of lights running through here, and I'll just try and get that away from the camera. All right, I'll be back. I'm just going to go underneath the head to plug this one in so we get some better power. Oh no, here we go. Go to the BIOS again. I'm going to have to look why this goes into the BIOS. It shouldn't go into the BIOS flash. So there we go. We want to leave. Yes, just getting straight into the Windows. Just give us a little bit of thing. I'll be back. I'm just put in the power. All right, here we go. We've got some power back in here. Let's give it a charge. It probably hasn't been charged. It's on the side here. Awesome. And we'll just let that run through anyway, so as this comes through. But yeah, I'm actually surprised this is a touchscreen for things. So this is going to be quite nice for do a lot of drawing for applications. Like I said, this is probably aimed for primary students than anything else. And I'm at the moment, I'm actually liking it. I just want to see, well, let's put this thing in, but that's pretty sturdy. It doesn't have too much flex. I am putting quite a bit of power there. And like I said, it's got a much different rubber bits from the sound, and it's actually quite nice. There's no sharp edges. I can feel that, which is good for kids again. And okay, here we go. We've got a power light from here. So this light is a power light, and I don't think it's a hard drive light. It could be a hard drive light. Whatever it's doing something. It's just getting there anyway. And then I'm going to go through. Your battery is very low, as I suspected. That's probably what's happened there. And I'm just going to chuck it into charge mode, so I'll leave it on charge. And we'll get into my usual song. So let's do our test sound. And you'll course maybe hopefully be able to hear this as well too. So let's give this a go. YouTube. Oh, I've got to connect to my Wi-Fi, don't I? So it does have Wi-Fi. It's everything these days should have Wi-Fi. And also Bluetooth. Awesome. Now I'm just gonna have a let that run. I'm trying to wait for the connection here. There we go. That's good. And let me just get to my YouTube just to put in some sound. Is the echo still coming through, guys? I'll just wait for you guys to that. Okay, this will go. Where is it? Okay. Now, so the trackpad is mechanical. It is hinged at the top as well too. Let's put this one down. Now I'm going to bring this to like maximum volume. Sorry, got some ads come through because I'm not logged in myself, so I'll just wait for the ads to go through. I think we've got 2 ads. Here we go. All right, let's go to my usual sound area. Okay, I'm gonna bring up the volume. All right, here we go. This will also give you a bit of demonstration. Now I'm going to put this through to this side here. So I'll add. I'll add myself to the stream so you guys can see this anyway. So I say I always do a 30 centimeters away from the speakers. So the speakers are located right to the front here. And I'll just do 30 centimeters away from the thing. So that's around about here. Hopefully you should actually, let me try and move this up here on the top. And let's have a quick look. All right, let's go for it. Let's run. I'll shut up and you'll hear the quality of the sound of the speakers as well too. So let's go for it. Don't say, don't look back, she anticipates. No chance if you become. All right. So we can see we're doing around about 75 decibels, which is kind of low. So it's not very loud for this thing. Now, as for the speaker wise, it's a bit tinny. There is a little bit of bass, but not much bass at all. Let me just, there we go. Oh, what's happened there? Okay. So yeah, there's not much bass at all. So I guess they're just decent enough for little kids, but definitely you wouldn't be presenting anything for little kids anyway. So so they can still play YouTube as it's all there, no problems at all. They'll be kind of quiet, so you don't have to say, "Kid, bring down the volume." So it's loud enough not to actually be painful for a lot of kids. So that's all right. I have to say, I'm not complaining. It's a different sort of story for a business computer. These aim for little kids, and you don't really want to wreck little kids' ears. So lower is actually not too bad. So at around about 75 is a nice decibel for little kids anyway, because they will definitely for sure bring it up as loud as they can. They have control anyway. So yeah, overall not bad. I'm enjoying this, and I will be doing the scatter test. I might as well just do this quickly before you guys head off. I might as well just have a look at the pen test, hey? So let me kind of move this away. Let's just bring this to tablet mode. Let's kill that off because I am interested to see how this runs. Go away. All right, whiteboard. Give me a whiteboard here. Come on. Sorry, this thing's barely set up. Installing. That's how much it hasn't installed. So I get this. I'll just quickly install this, and then we're going to do the quick little the jitter test, or the line test is what I call it. So let's just wait for this to install. I don't know how long it takes. It shouldn't take too long anyway, so we'll find out. But yeah, have you guys got any questions about this? Here we go. Launched. Awesome. Now I'm going to bring this, accept all these things here. All right, let me quickly bring up the brightness of this display here. That's bright. I wouldn't say it's like massively bright, so I'm taking this as around about 250 or the 300 nits brightness. I'm taking this about 250 nits brightness more than anything else. All right, okay, let's get started. Go away, sign in. Oh my God, it's got to do all this stuff. Oh, Microsoft, let's just start these things without having to. Looks like I've got to sign into these things. All right, give me a second. Oh. I'll just get into there. Sorry, guys. I'm just going to wait for this. Okay, let's get through this, and then we'll be at a everywhere. It's whatever. Hopefully, this gets us back in. There we go. We're finally in. Oh, I forgot to add that to the screen. There we go. All right, here we go. Let's see if we can get this thing going. Okay, I'm going to put it in the tablet mode. Okay, I am going to see. Now, of course, in my review, I will get a little bit more detail so we can have a look at it. So let's do this jitter test. What's happened? It's killed itself, have I? I accidentally moved it. It's just jacked itself. Okay, guys, let's do this one more time. Sorry about this. Usually I get a computer that actually has at least around about 80% or the 50% power, but this one is completely drained for that, and I will have to charge it up. But I do want to actually do the jitter test anyway, so just for the people who are interested to see how this goes. And I also want to see the parallax, like the lag of this, how much of the pen. So it'll be nice if you guys are still staying on. That'd be fantastic. If not, we'll just slowly get this thing going anyway. So here we go. It shouldn't take too long. At least we've got it installed this time around. Let's go through here. Sign in. Awesome. Okay. Now I'm going to try and do this again without trying to lose the power. Okay. Okay. Here we go. All right. Let's do this. Okay. Here we got webcam. All right. I hope you guys can see this. All right. Let's do this. Oh, didn't do palm rejection, did it? Okay. Let's try and do that again. Now it definitely has pen pressure for sure. And for myself, there is a little jitter, but it's not bad. It's not bad for myself. All right, I'm gonna get in the ruler. Hey, not bad. Oh, I'll just press that off. Not bad, not bad. Oh, sorry. I've just pressed. There is two buttons on here. I can feel that I've just accidentally pressed it out. It is a lot slower, so let's go move that across. Now I'm gonna have two. I'm gonna have another hand projection. Now, oh, yeah, this whiteboard does this whole thing. So I'm gonna have this guy come through. Well, let's try that again. This is why you don't do live stream while you're doing the tests here. That's not too bad. I'm going to try and move this across. Let's see how this runs. That's all right. That's not bad. It's pretty responsive. There's not too much parallax on it. Oh, now it's gone out of power again. I'm going to have to work this power thing anyway. So that's not bad. I'm liking the actually pen. Now, it's nice and slim for little small hands. For me, it's very similar to the Lenovo's Pen Pro that you'll see in the Yogas. So that's about the same size of that. And again, I think that's pretty much the same. I've got two buttons and feels the same as well too. So these are really good for little kids for that. And the fact that what I would like to see from Asus here would be a little hole for the lanyard, so you can actually attach this to the computer so they don't lose this. I know that it's garaged in, but it's sometimes they'll just throw it and they could lose this. And having it lanyard to the computer would probably be a good idea for little kids in a way. So the less things they can lose, the better. I'm just going to take it off power. So I think this is actually quite a good computer, but I'll just see if there's any room for them to put a lanyard. No, but I think they'll be good. I've seen the Fujitsu's do that, and I think that's a great idea. My wife has actually have a computer that has a lanyard for the pen, and I like the idea of them doing that, and I'd like to see them. Maybe that would help for this particular range, the BR1100. But overall, I'm liking this computer so far. There's not much twist. I'm not going to drop this computer because this is a review computer. Even then, I still wouldn't drop it. But I can feel it can take a bit of beating. I like the amount of ports. That's one thing. I've got to admit, I'm liking the amount of ports it's giving you, which is good. And we've got the sound and volume here. And yeah, this thing definitely can take a bit of a beating. It's not a tough computer, but this thing can take a bit of a beating. Yeah, it doesn't have too much flex even on the top. I can definitely tell it is built to that. And give me a second. I just want to have a look at this. Yeah, it's not that bendy for the display here. It's not that bendy. And I just want to do one more thing is to see how the clamp goes. Oh yeah, that's pretty well clamped. And so I'm gonna move it over here. So let's remove this one. It will just be us. All right. So let's have a look at the one finger test on this one here. So one finger. Yeah, that's clamping. That's pretty much clamp all the way, and that's pretty hard to clamp. And then it's pretty smooth from there. Now, normally what happens is after 120 degrees, it usually disables the keyboard side. So that's very normal for that to happen, and it'll be a completely tablet in one way. So anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoy that. It's just something different. I thought I might just do this on screen when I meet this computer for the first time, and I was just going to try this whole setup thing as well too. I will work out this echo thing. I've got to work out how to make a private video today. If you guys got any questions, if not, I'll call it night, and I'll definitely catch you guys in the next video. Now, I have got a few videos coming out because I've filmed them all. I'm just going to sit down and actually do edit. I won't be filming anymore, so I've got a lot of viewers. So if not, have a great night or have a great day, and I'll definitely catch you guys in the next video. So as always, remember, imperfections in life makes it beautiful and interesting, and I'll catch you guys in the next video, guys. Have a good one.